Alright, I'm here making another video, and obviously I want to put forth an idea, and then I want to try to explain it. And I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be angry, but listen to my explanation. And then feel free to comment angrily or happily or in agreement or in disagreement. And like, or probably if you're angry, dislike as much as you want. So here's my theory. Science is just a religion. Now, in order to determine the accuracy of that statement, or lack of accuracy, let's go through some definitions. If I Google God and ask for the definition, this is what comes up. And it's talking about in Christianity and other monotheistic religions. God is the creator and ruler of the universe and the source of all moral authority, the supreme being. Well, let's go with that. Then let's look at the definition of deity. Deity is a god or a goddess. Okay, well, we've just defined God, so we're good to go there. Let's look up the definition of worship. Worship is the feeling or expression of reverence and adoration for a deity. Okay? Pretty simple. We already know that a deity is a god, so the feeling or expression of reverence and adoration for a god. And then let's define religion. Religion is the belief in and worship of, which is reverence or adoration for a god, the belief in and worship of a superhuman controlling power, especially a personal god or gods. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Now let's look at science. What is science? Science is a means of exploring the world around us, as well as ourselves, and trying to come up with answers from what we learn. Science is the exploration of, in simplest terms, nature. But what is nature? If all science is trying to understand everything around us, which is nature, why can't nature be science's God? Nature is the cause for the Big Bang, if you believe in the Big Bang. Nature is what created the earth. Nature is what created humans. Nature explains our biology and our makeup and how our brains work. Everything science tries to understand is an exploration of nature. Now, if you're secular and you're offended by religion in general, you're probably going to immediately say, yes, but religion relies on unchanged dogma and scripture. All right. But there is nothing in the definition that says religion has to rely on scripture. You're thinking of Christianity, most likely, and referencing the Bible, most likely, and you're probably offended by it because you don't believe it is true or accurate. So you ascribe that part of Christianity to every religion and say that's what religion has to be. Well, that's what Christianity is. So let's be clear, I'm not saying science is Christianity. Not at all. I'm saying science is a religion, which is very different. Science has textbooks. Science has literature and journals and basically an unlimited amount of scripture, so to speak, written explanation of what has been determined and what is trying to be determined and how. So there are written references to what science believes. You could call that scripture. Now you're probably, if you're in disagreement here, going to immediately say, yes, but religion doesn't change. And again, there is no definition of religion that says it cannot change its point of view. That's what you ascribe to a religion because you are probably referencing Christianity or some similar religion that you're offended by, so you're really angry, and everything about a particular religion that you dislike is something that makes you angry when presented with a new idea. So, if science is trying to understand its personal deity, its God, its all-powerful creator, which is nature, by the way, then maybe science isn't really changing the answers. It's just accepting that it didn't understand fully, so it hasn't reached the answer yet. Instead of a religion that throws a book down on the table and says everything in this book is 100% accurate, science does it backwards. And it says, here's a book, textbook or whatever, that explains what we currently think, but if we learn more, we will adapt our book to our new understanding, because our God, which is nature, is currently beyond our full scope of understanding. So until we get there, we can't have a definitive book. We can only have a book that explains what we currently believe and accept based on what we currently know and have learned. Now, I don't see how anything that I have said here is inaccurate. If anyone would like to discuss this, I would love to discuss it. If all you want to do is tell me that I'm wrong because I'm stupid or because religion has to be a certain thing, I'm not so interested in that type of a conversation, because I don't think a religion has to be a certain type of thing. However, if you can show me that that belief is incorrect and a religion does have to be a certain type of thing, that would discredit my whole concept here, that is fine. Please show that to me. But if you're just going to say that science isn't a religion because it doesn't do what Christianity does, well, I'm sorry, that's not what I'm saying. So, I'm opening this up to all kinds of discussion and debate, but please, let's keep it respectable. Let's keep it adult-natured discussion and debate where we're not just yelling at each other. We're actually trying to talk about points and facts and the ideas presented in a logical manner. So, once again, science is a religion. The God, so to speak, just because religion as a definition needs an all-powerful being, the God of science is nature. And unlike most religions that throw a book down at you and say everything here is absolute fact and it's never changing, science throws a book down and says, hey, this is what we know so far as we try to learn and understand our God. Because in the science that is religion, God doesn't explain itself. We, as people, are left to learn about our God, which is nature. So, feedback welcomed. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.